Hello everyone, today is July 3rd, it is a Monday, 9:40 a.m. Welcome to another episode of Crypto Wars. Let's take a look at the markets. Today, you're seeing Bitcoin all the way back up to, I believe, was it 2,600? Oh, 2567 is that right now, but it's going to go to 2,600, it's going to go higher. We're seeing bounce back in the markets, another bull run. Purecoin doing extremely well. I'm happy about that. For those who've been watching my channel, I've been recommending Purecoin. I think we're going to see Purecoin go all the way to like maybe $7.50, and then I'm going to start taking some profits from Purecoin and moving it into Vertcoin. Maybe while it's going up to that, once I see Vertcoin starting to move maybe a little bit, I'm going to move into Vertcoin just because they have the Lightning Network already on their chain. They're just waiting for news from upstream. So once Lightning Network's implemented, I think you're going to see Vertcoin go really high, like sky high. So that's my plan in the sake of trading and all that stuff. And if you don't know what Purecoin is or what Vertcoin, do your research. I've made tons of videos about Purecoin and Vertcoin, so I'm not going to get into that today. I think Purecoin is going to do really well given the current BIP 148 and things like that, because Bitcoin is sacrificing security and decentralization for speed and transaction scaling, where Purecoin is designed to have centralization and security over speed and transaction and the amount of transactions. So I think that's a really good thing for Purecoin. And the upcoming news, I think it's going to do really well. So just something to keep an eye on. I also want to talk about EOS again. I think I've seen a lot of videos on YouTube about EOS, and people are really interested in it. But I advise people to just be patient with EOS. I think, it was up to $5.20. I'm looking at it right now, and now it's all the way back to $3.90. People don't realize how volatile new coins are. Newbies in the space are going to look at EOS like, oh, it's Ether when it was nothing. Now it's going to go up to Ether's price. It's like, no, it's not going to happen for a very long time. I think Dan Lammer is a great developer, but you have to understand bugs got to get worked out. People have to trust the chain for a while. I do think it could do very well in this crypto bull market very soon, but it's very unstable. It is so new, I mean, even when Bitcoin was new, it went from $30 to $31 all the way back down to $1. So it's just something to think about and be very cautious of. If you're gonna put money in it, do not put all your whole portfolio in EOS. I mean, it's just not smart. You got development teams like Purecoin who have been in the space working for years and years and years. I think it's their moment to shine over EOS, and there's a lot of reasons why. So, even look at BitShares. BitShares, what was created by Dan Lammer, was at $15 million market cap. Now it's at $1 billion. It's just something to consider. Bugs got to get worked out. People got to trust the network completely. It's got to be around for a while. So just something to think about. I'm not saying it's not a bad buy. It very well could be, and I think it will go up over time. I mean, that's guaranteed. But it's just a matter of when and the stability of it all right now. And when looking at Bitcoin and things, I think when Bitcoin starts to reach around 3,200, I'm going to start pulling my crypto profits into Bitcoin and just chilling in Bitcoin. Obviously, I'm going to hold a lot of Steam. I always own some Steam. And I'm powering down to right now just because I see pretty soon Steam's going to go sky high, and then I just want to have a lot of liquid Steam when that happens. Just because I'm looking at gold mining stocks, I'm really interested in moving crypto profits into gold mining stocks. And I think a lot of cryptocurrency people do know how crypto is going to go up forever, which it will, but there's going to be a lot of corrections in between. And in between those corrections, I still want to be able to, do my thing and trade. I'm not going to not sell and not take profits when I see fit. That's just silly. So, but yeah, it's exciting times. Bitcoin bouncing back. This is great. I think we all saw this coming. Everyone was saying how we're not in a bubble, and we're not. And that's the truth of the matter. Usually, what people say is going to happen does happen in cryptocurrency. So, I think once there's one leg though, once we break a new all-time high, I think it's maybe time to be a little bit cautious. I'm not going to be bullish. I'm going to be a little bit bearish. Not so extremely bearish, but pretty bearish. I've been in this for a year and a half, and I've been waiting a long time for this, and I don't know. I'm not going to freeze. I've had a year and a half to plan exit strategies and things like that, and where to move it from there, and you know what I mean. Just be ready. Don't be like a deer in headlights type thing. Because a lot of it is research, but a lot of it too is discipline. And you got to have discipline with your money no matter what. You cannot be emotionally attached. You have to realize money will not make you happy. That's an important philosophy I always say, especially with trading because if you're emotionally attached to your money, you will not do well. You will not. But if you use your mind and your discipline and ethics and things like that, it'll work out for you much more. So just something to be aware of. And there's not too much to talk about today because the market kind of speaks for itself. Clearly a lot of good things are happening right now for those in the space. And, I think it's going to lead up into Segwit. You always hear buying the rumor, selling the news. That's exactly what's going on right now. I think we're going to have a run up into Segwit. And then after Segwit, I think there's going to be a correction. Because mainstream's going to hear Segwit, this and that. Everyone's going to hear about Segwit. And then Segwit's going to create a hype, okay? It's going to create an overpriced hype. Because although, yes, Bitcoin is gaining value, it's just that with Segwit, it's just that when news comes out, it creates a hype bubble. Because people are going off the hype and not the actual asset. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, Bitcoin is gaining value, but to some people it's actually losing value because people value security and decentralization over transaction speed because, like I said, I've always said this, Bitcoin was never meant to be something you buy coffee with. It was meant to be a storage of wealth. It's not meant to be for daily transactions. Although it can be used for that, it doesn't mean it was created for that purpose. It was more of a vault, like a Swiss bank account in your pocket, as Barack Obama would say, that bastard. But anyways, a lot of good is coming to the space right now, and a promising future in the next month. I expect July to be a really good month. At the end of July, though, I'm definitely going to be taking some profits and moving to gold mining stocks as the stock market is very shaky. I know some people are banking on crypto going up once the stocks crash, and how that, how the global economics will affect the crypto markets. And I do agree with that, but at the same time, I don't, because what's happening right now is that all these ICOs and so many coins are coming out. You're having a little bit of crypto inflation, like not with any specific coin, but all these coins in general. That's why I still like precious metals, is because no matter what, you can't create a gold coin, you know what I mean? You still got to get it out of the ground. It has to be mined. Same thing with silver. So there's always a limited supply of precious metals. You can't just create another metal and say it's precious all of a sudden, you know what I mean? Because really precious metals are precious because of their healing properties, and I'm not going to get into that now because people call me crazy for when I talk about that. People look at me like I have 3 heads, but that's actually the truth. It's a gift from God. Like gold has healing properties, and so does silver. Look up colloidal silver; it's an antibiotic. And once that goes mainstream too, the value of silver and gold should go really high. I think knowledge is starting to get increased in the world and so forth. So, I have my reasons for everything that I do. None of it is like kind of gamble aspect. You know what I mean? So it's pretty cool. Yeah. But yeah, I'm having a good time with this. I'm enjoying steaming. Thank you, everyone who's following me. Thank you so much, and thank you to my subscribers. I really appreciate it. I'm not the biggest YouTube channel out there, but at the same time, like, I don't really care to be. Like, it's more about the fun of it, and I just enjoy informing people. And I've been pretty right about a lot of things. So although like I don't have a lot of followers and this and that, but I've been pretty successful in the space. Most people that have been involved for a long time, so, I'm not trying to hype myself up or whatever, but it's going to be an interesting future, and I'm excited to see where it takes us. So thank you all again for staying tuned, and remember, the love for money is the root of all evil. Peace.